Good afternoon and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, Director of Business Development at Offit Kurman, and I'm joined here this afternoon with Ian Bartman. Ian is Practice Group Chair of the Commercial Litigation Practice Group at Offit Kurman. Ian, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jim. Good to see you.
Likewise, good to see you. Ian, let's jump in here. Tell us about the Commercial Litigation Group and how this group helps clients at Offit Kurman.
Okay, so first of all, I'm the chair of the Commercial Litigation South Practice Group. We have a total of 3 litigation groups. One is up north, which is essentially Pennsylvania upwards to New York. And then we also have a southern group for our Charlotte, North Carolina, and southern presence. In the Commercial Litigation South Practice Group, we have about 20 attorneys. We work out of our firm's Baltimore, Bethesda, and Frederick, Maryland offices, as well as our Tysons Corner, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. offices. Our practice group helps our clients by assisting them with managing challenging issues. Now, commercial litigation focuses on business aspects of litigation, and sometimes, those issues are the most challenging ones our clients have ever experienced because they have to either take action to go into court or they're the ones being sued in court. And, there are occurrences when those challenging issues present themselves before litigation occurs. And sometimes litigation can be avoided, and we do our best to try and help protect our clients that way. Other times when litigation is inevitable or unavoidable, we're trial ready. We're ready to go. We can litigate, we can arbitrate or mediate, and all of those variety of dispute resolution methods are things that we are able to provide services to our business clients. But in the end, whether it's litigation or otherwise, our primary objectives are to help safeguard and protect our clients' interest. And all of the litigators in our practice group are qualified to be able to do that.
Sounds good. Ian, can you share a story that would demonstrate how the Commercial Litigation Group provided a solution for one of our clients?
Yeah, more and more recently, we've been seeing our business clients who need multiple layers of representation. Oftentimes, it's a small to medium-sized business that needs litigation support when it comes in the door. But we then come to find out later that the source of the issues that led to the litigation can be mitigated with some sort of guidance or simple steps. So our attorneys in our practice group are more than just attorneys who will go into court and litigate on your behalf or arbitrate on clients' behalves. They're also people who can help with guiding, clients with business decisions and recommending simple steps that sometimes can avoid, drastic outcomes. That guidance and those simple steps can range from modifying a business practice to reduce risk or bringing a client into compliance with a particular law or regulation. And we've been doing a lot more of that recently. So we're able to handle just the simple one issue type of matter or the much more complicated layers of representation that exist. And we pride ourselves in being able to do that.
So it's a proactive approach. And as you said at the beginning, and I just want to repeat this because, people joke about attorneys and legal fees and going to court. And we know that litigation is very, very expensive. But what I heard you say loud and clear is your first goal is to keep your clients out of the courtroom, because we know that's a very expensive endeavor and generally does not end well.
That's always a good thing to do, and that's always what we focus on first and try and do. So yeah, there are a lot of situations where had a business or a client reached out to us in advance and had a consultation and maybe received some limited legal services that would have been much less expensive than a litigation matter. but it was avoided and didn't happen. And we identify that. So we like to meet with people up front and on the front end of things, because I would much rather avoid litigation for a client than necessarily have to, litigate on behalf of clients. But having said that, we like to litigate. The people in our practice group, that's what we like to do. And that's why, we are the ones who go to court on behalf of our clients.
Sure, understand. When I do these interviews, I always like for the viewers to get to know my guests. So here's the trick question, or the fun question. Ian, who is your favorite celebrity and why?
Favorite celebrity and why? Okay. I have to admit, I don't really have one favorite celebrity. I'm more of a fair weather fan, I guess, when it comes to celebrities. But recently, Jose Andres is someone who I think is pretty cool. Personally, I like food, and I really like to enjoy his restaurants, the local ones especially. Probably over the last 10 years or more, I've been perusing those. And I really hope he opens one in Harper's Ferry. But the reason I like him is because of what he's done with his celebrity status. He has a nonprofit, and it's really impressive what they do. Their mission is to help provide and distribute meals to communities that are suffering from, natural disasters. I think they were recently in Texas after the winter storm down there. So that's who I think at this point in time is my favorite celebrity.
Wow, interesting. How did you come about him and learn about him?
Really from going to the first restaurant was Haleo in Bethesda years ago. And then there's another one in DC. I think it's pronounced Zatania. And I enjoy trying different places, and the style of kind of the tapas way of eating is something that he specializes in. And then I don't live too far from Harper's Ferry, and there's this old Hilltop House restaurant that I also think may have been kind of a hotel, and it's been sitting vacant for years. And I know he's working with some developers to really turn it into a cool place.
Well, we know where you'll be as soon as they open, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Ian, thanks for spending time with me today. I appreciate it. Glad to know more about the commercial litigation practice at Offit Kurman, and you have yourself a great week.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Really good
All right.
seeing you.